Hello and welcome to John's Author Diary for the weekend in February the 24th, 2019. This week has been half term, so I've spent most of it with my family. My mother came to stay for a few days, and I've been doing things like teaching my son how to play cards, games like Noughts and Crosses, and going to the library to get out Pokemon books and things like that. So it's been good. Managed to get a little bit of work done. I wanted to have this week off, but I decided that I wanted to get the Chariot done, so come Monday I can start work on the next book. So I've finished my second draft of the Chariot. I've sent that off now to a couple of alpha readers. Now, the Chariot is almost as long as the last two episodes combined, and it's the longest episode yet in the series. So I'm really pleased with the story. I think it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of action, a lot of fun and games, that kind of thing. So this week I've been carrying on reading The Black Company by Glenn Cook. Now I'm reading this as our book of the month on the Arcane Book Club Facebook group. So this is basically a very grimdark military fantasy story. I think I last read it about 5 years ago. Seem to have vivid memories of listening to this while commuting between Leeds and Halifax. Last Sunday, I recorded an introductory podcast to a new project that I'm involved with, which is called the Sci-Fi Roundtable. Now, this is a Facebook group I've been a member of for a few years now. This is going back to before I even wrote my first book. And so as a group, we've decided to do a podcast. My feeling is that when ideas get thrown around like this in big groups, a lot of people say, yeah, that sounds great, but then nothing really comes of it. I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a great way to discuss fun things and also a really good way for me to get my name out there. So I'll be hosting a number of the episodes, maybe not all of them. I think there'll be someone else who will do it, but it is essentially going to be focused conversations on a subject in sci-fi or fantasy. I think we're going to do these on a bi-weekly basis, so every 2 weeks, do an episode, get one or two guest authors on and rotate things like the hosts, rotate the guests. I think it'll be a great way for me to meet other authors and to talk about stuff that I enjoy. So I've had no questions this week, but if you want to send me one, it's john@johncronshaw.com. That's JONCRONSHAW. I've also been posting stuff on Patreon recently, so I've got some new short stories. And I've also been posting episodes from my old podcast, the Short Science Fiction Review. So I've tried to remaster them as best as I can. And so if you'd like to support me on there, if you found any value from these podcasts or anything else that I've done, like the Stop Booking Around podcast, please do consider offering your support. Go to patreon.com/JohnCronshawAuthor. You can visit there today, and there are short stories that are available to the public. So you can take a read of those and get on board for as little as $1 a month. So that's patreon.com/JohnCronshawAuthor. So until next time, cheerio.